Hello friends, welcome to my channel Web Techie. In this video I am going to explain you transform using Photoshop, and I am making it many videos on this topic called transform using Photoshop. And in this first video I am going to explain you how to transform using selection tool inside the Photoshop. We can do the transform methods in different ways, and in today I am going to transform this image, and I am going to use how to use the transform and how to scale it, how to rotate it, how to skew it, how to flip it, all these options using selection tool. So here I am saying that selection tool. See, other than this selection tool there are many methods also there. So selection means we have a selection here, rectangular marquee selection tool here. Using this we can do the transform, and one more method is we can use something called layers, using layers. So layers also we can use it for transform here. See here friends, can you see this? In this layers window there is a layers window here which is having no layers. Actually there are no layers, only background is there, and I am going to work on this background. And if you want to transform it, this background picture, so then you need a selection. See, without selection, if we go to the edit here, the transform is available under edit and transform here. If you can see, the transform option is not highlighted. It is not highlighted because there is no selection, there is no layer. So what I mean to say is, if you want to transform this background, we require a selection. In this video I am going to explain you how to use this transform tool here using selection. So I am using rectangular marquee tool. So if you want to use the rectangular marquee tool, you can go to this tool here which you can see here, or you can press M so that it will be highlighted, and you can select the area. I want to transform this picture here. I selected this, so I am going to modify this area. I want to make it little bigger, or I want to make it little smaller, or I want to rotate it. All this can be done with the help of transform. Now you can go to this edit here, and you can see there is a transform option which is available. Now it is highlighted because we got a selection. If you don't have a selection, as I shown that earlier, say I remove the selection once again, and if we can go to this edit, transform is not highlighted here. So we need a selection if you are using only one background here without any layers. So I don't have any layers, I am using this selection here, and I can use transform, and you can do this. So what you can do with this using this transform? We can scale, we can rotate, we can skew, we can distort it, and all these options we can use it. There is one option, rotate CW, that means clockwise direction, and rotate 90 degrees counter clockwise direction, anti-clockwise it is. So let us go to the scale here. I am going to use the scale. Now you can see once I choose that option, there are some points you got it here, and we can drag it horizontally. Now you can see that width also, width is 579, 82, like that it is showing it. You can drag it even right side also, you can drag it vertically also, like this. You can upside or down or diagonally also we can change it. And once the transform is done, that is once the scale is finished, you can press enter, or you can choose any one tool here. Because if without this pressing the enter and without choosing any tool, if we go to this transform or any other option, see most of the options are not highlighted here. So if you are in transformation, you have to finish the task. So here I am going to use enter. I am going to press the enter here. Now you can see all that options are highlighted here. So we did this transformation scaling, we made it bigger using scale. I want to undo this once again. I just say undo, that is a undo free transform, right? Now I got a selection here. Now let me use one more option here, transform, or let me explain you once again scale here. Let me reduce the size. Earlier we increased the size, now I want to reduce the size. I can reduce it diagonally. Now you can see there is a patch. You are getting a patch here, white background you are getting it here because there is a background color is white. I can press enter here once again. But question comes here, I don't want to patch here. Without patch, how can we manage it? So definitely we can do that. That I am going to explain you in the next video. But today in this video, I am going to explain you that how to use the transformations. That is how to use the scale, rotate, all these options. First of all, we'll see that. Then afterwards, we'll see that in different ways and way to use all these options professionally. So let me once again go to the some other option. I selected this area already. Once again, I can repeat it. So we need a selection. Any selection you can take it. It can be rectangular or it can be any selection. Then go to the edit, transform. We use scale. We can use rotate. I am going to rotate here. I can rotate it horizontally like this, or I can rotate it anti-clockwise like this, clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction here, and you will get the patch. As I said, I am going to explain that without patch in the next video. First, let us learn how to use transform here. So now it has been transformed. I'll just once again I'll say undo this, transform, skew. I'm going to tilt this one horizontally like this, and you can see that degrees it is showing here. I can transform it like this. I can click and drag it. Hold down your left mouse button and drag it. Press enter like this, and I can undo this. You can skew this one vertically also. Skew and vertically you can use it like this. Vertically also. I'll undo this so that I can go to the next option, and I want to use distort. I want to distort the picture. I want to distort the selected area. So this is a selected area. I want to distort this. So I distorted this one side. So don't worry at this stage where to use all these options. Okay, first of all learn how to use these options first. Perspective is there. There's a perspective effect here. You can see. Press enter here. So it is showing like a nearby area, and this is for area here. That is called perspective area. So transform, and there is something called wrap. So we have many anchor points here, like you can see. We can drag it. We can move it like this. Using these points, we can drag it like this. Even inside this also we can drag it to get some effects. Press enter to finish this task and undo this, and I will go to the transform, rotate 180 degrees. We are able to rotate that picture 180 degrees, and rotate 90 degrees clockwise. 90 degrees we rotated here. So like that we can rotate 180 degrees, 90 degrees, and 90 degrees counterclockwise, that is anti-clockwise. And we have one more important feature, that is about flip horizontal and flip vertical. Flip horizontal, left becomes right, right becomes left. It's like a mirror image. Again I'll do that transform, flip horizontal. I can use flip vertical also. Flip vertical. Vertically also I can flip it. So here I am explaining that if you want a transform on your background, see the transform is not highlighted. Once again I am saying that we need to select the area. We need to select the area, then we can use all this transformation which is available here. And there is a shortcut, Control T. T for transform. You can press Control and T. If you are using a Mac, Command T it is. Now I can make it bigger, or I can make it smaller here, or I can rotate it also, or I can skew it, I can flip it. So which are very important, because these images we will use in different fields. We may use in our websites, we may use in magazines, we may use in video games, right? When you are using these images, sometimes we have to adjust the sizes. To adjust the size, we need to use a transform option here, which is available here. So scale, rotate, skew, distort, perspective, wrap, all these options. So in next video, I am going to explain you that how to transform a layer. This is transformed with the help of selection. I am going to transform in the next video with the layers. The difference also I am going to show you that. So I hope you enjoyed my video.